The Nepali Congress, the largest party in the federal parliament of Nepal, as well as provincial assemblies, and the CPN-UML, the second largest party in the parliament, do not see eye to eye these days. In fact, the hostilities between the two largest parties have been escalating for quite some time. What is the issue at hand? You may have been wondering. The issue is the Nepali Congress's demand. What's its demand? This party, which is in the opposition bench, has been demanding the formation of a parliamentary committee to investigate into Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister and Rashtriya Swatantra Party leader, Rashtriya Swatantra Party chief Ravi Lamichhane's alleged involvement into a cooperative fraud. That was the reason why the Nepali Congress obstructed much of the winter session of the parliament. Now it appears that this animosity, this difference of opinion, these two quarrelsome parties are bent on disrupting the budget session of the parliament as well. Tension was very much in the air from the very beginning of Thursday's meeting of the parliament. Nepali Congress Vice President Dhanraj Gurung and CPN-UML Chair KP Sharma Oli had heated exchanges over the matter. Speaker Devraj Ghimire read out a letter from the President's office and gave Deputy Prime Minister Lamichhane the time to respond to allegations leveled against him. But then the Nepali Congress lawmakers from the Nepali Congress party, they shouted slogans and they stopped Lamichhane from going to the dais to speak. CPN-UML chair Oli tried to resolve this standoff. He tried to just uh, he requested for the reports to Nepali Congress lawmakers to behave, to let Lamichhane respond to the charges leveled against him. But his suggestion was not well received, as the gestures and postures and remarks response from Nepali Congress Vice President Gurung showed. So the matters seemed to go out of hand, and this compelled Speaker Ghimire to adjourn the meeting of the parliament till 11 a.m. on Friday. Nepal has a bicameral parliament. The scene I was describing is from the lower chamber of the parliament. that is, the House of Representatives. A similar scene played out at the upper chamber of the parliament as well. At the National Assembly, its chair, Narayan Prasad Dahal, tried to bring some semblance, tried to conduct its meeting smoothly. But then, from the very beginning, Nepali Congress, I mean, uh, National Assembly members elected on Nepali Congress quota, they stood in protest, and it was evident that they will not allow a smooth functioning of the National Assembly as well. So the National Assembly chair Dahal adjourned the meeting of the National Assembly until 1:15 p.m. on Friday. It may be noted that the Nepali Congress has for long been demanding the formation of a parliamentary panel to investigate Deputy Prime Minister Rabi Lamichhane's alleged involvement in the cooperative scam. But the main parties in the ruling coalition, that is the CPN-UML and the Mao Center, have been stating that there is no need for such a panel because there is no solid evidence against Deputy Prime Minister Lamichhane. In a way, they have been acting as the judge, the jury, and the executioner, as has been the norm of the three big parties in Nepal. So now the question is like, how long will the two political parties, how long will the Nepali Congress and the CPN-UML, how long will these two parties hold the parliament, the sovereign parliament, hostage? Question is important. Why? Because the parliament has to just introduce, it has to table and then approve and get that final seal of approval from the president to enact laws that is so vital, that are so vital for a smooth functioning of this federal democratic system of governance. If the parliament comes to a halt, then what will happen? It will give rise to what the experts call an ordinance Raj, an ordinance based rule in which the government will introduce ordinances, laws with like a time limit, say for 6 months, for ruling, for a smooth functioning of the government, for a smooth functioning of the state. These ordinances have every chance. These ordinances may not be transparent. These ordinances may be controversial, and they definitely don't reflect the popular will of the people. In a way, these ordinances will stifle democracy. It will water down democracy. It will there is every chance that they will impinge on civil liberties because even in the parliament, we have a very unwelcome practice of just passing the bills. This very tendency of enacting laws without serious discussions on the long term and short term consequences of such laws. This uh, standoff in the parliament, this tendency of the main opposition party, the Nepali Congress, and the second largest party in the parliament, the CPN UML, not seeing eye to eye, will give rise to what I call the Ordinance Raj. This will have a severe impact, I think, on democracy. That's why uh, the Nepali Congress and the CPN UML have to find peace for a smooth functioning of the parliament and for a smooth functioning of the government. Given heightened tensions, uh, it is quite difficult to uh, surmise that this parliament, the budget for the coming fiscal year, that is fiscal year 2025-26, will just sail through the house and get like a vote of thanks from the president. Chances are that the Nepali Congress may not even allow the presentation, allow the government to present the budget for the fiscal year 2025-2026. Anyway, the government stands on a very rocky surface. It's like as I told you in our previous program, the Janata Samajwadi Party Nepal has uh, quit the government. The Deputy Prime Minister and Health Minister Upendra Yadav and State Minister for Health from that party, Deepak Karki, resigned recently, and a breakaway faction of that party is now in the government. It is under this breakaway faction has Ashok Rai as its chief. It has sent 3 ministers in the present government. What's more, the Communist Party of Nepal, Unified Socialist, which is a partner in the current coalition, it has two minds when it comes to staying on in the government. Its chair, Madhav Kumar Nepal, has prime ministerial ambitions, and there are speculations that the Unified Socialist may not stay on in the government because the CPN US, Unified Socialist Chair, Nepal, he does not see any possibility of becoming the Prime Minister in the current scheme of things. So there are chances that the CPN, Unified Socialist, may also opt out of this government. And there are speculations that to just prevent this government from slipping into a minority from slipping into a minority government, uh, the ruling parties, the two ruling parties, the CPN UML and the CPN Maoist Center, may try to orchestrate a split in the CPN Unified Socialist. They already face accusations of orchestrating, engineering a split in the Janata Samajwadi Party, Nepal, and they may do it again with the CPN Unified Socialist. So, this is the situation. The government itself stands on a flimsy ground, and relentless protests from the Nepali Congress are not helping it either. I presented the political scenario of Nepal before you. So, what do you think? What should the parties in question, the Nepali Congress and the CPN UML in particular, do to just end this standoff, to find a way out? Because the people are not yet ready for like another uh, impromptu midterm election, like the this current house, this mandate expires in 2084, in 3 years, about 3 years. So they don't want this raucous in the parliament to push the country toward a midterm election. They are wary of frequent changes in government also. The irony of Nepali politics, as I told you earlier, is the largest political party in the parliament. The Nepali Congress is in the opposition bench, whereas the third largest party, the CPN Mao Center, with 32 seats, is leading the government with support from the second largest party in the parliament. So, what way out do you offer? What is the solution to this standoff in the parliament and the crises facing the country? Please comment, and please comment on our presentation, subscribe to our channel, and press that like button if it touches your hearts and minds. We are trying to promote citizen journalism, and your support will be crucial in every step of the way. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.